Now, y'all, I put it in my feed that I need some prayer. And you gotta be honest enough with yourself to know when you need God. I need God. I need help. I need to be saved from myself, because here we are. We got Brock Purdy going to Philadelphia to take on the Eagles on Sunday for the right to go to the Super Bowl. And somebody, I don't know who, somebody tried to tell me last week. Somebody said last week, wait a minute. I'm a little concerned about Dak Prescott. Somebody tried to tell me you're putting too much faith in Dak Prescott. You need to put your faith in the Lord, not Dak Prescott. That's what Reeta, the NFL chick, tried to tell me. She tried to set me straight. And Reeta, I'm sorry I didn't listen. I will listen to you today. You are on. The floor is yours. How do you see Philadelphia? I like it. I like the glasses. I like that. How do you see Philadelphia, San Francisco playing out on Sunday?
This is going to be fun, right? I mean, both defenses are really good. Both teams, they know how to run the football, but then they also have dynamic guys on the outside. They like to use their tight ends. I mean, I'm really going back and forth on who I think can win, because I can make a case for both teams, right? I mean, Jalen Hurts has been exceptional since they brought A.J. Brown in. And that defense, like I said, has played really, really well. But then also we know San Francisco has the number one defense in the league. And Brock Purdy, I mean, we keep saying Brock Purdy, but I really feel like Kyle Shanahan is the puppet master behind all of this. Because, when you have guys like a Christian McCaffrey, like a Debo and a George Kittle, and that catch that he had was amazing, by the way. You just need to not mess it up. Don't mess it up, and you're going to be good to go. And so I really don't know. I think if you had to ask me today, I'd say Philly, but I don't feel confident about saying that. Like tomorrow, I'm probably going to say, San Francisco can give me a reason to say they're going to do it too. But I just don't want to take away what Philadelphia has done all season. I just really feel like that they've just been on a tear. Obviously, hopefully Jalen Hurts is still good enough and well enough to play, because we know he's dealing with that shoulder issue. But I just really like what they're doing right now. So I think the Purdy train stops in Philadelphia. That crowd is going to be amazing. It's going to be wild. But I think it's going to be another close game like we saw on Sunday.
I agree with you 100%. And isn't that the beauty of the playoffs, where you just can't make up your mind about which team is going to win, because these teams are so good and so competitive? The thing I will say to you about Purdy, to me, I was at both playoff games, that he's played thus far. And last week, obviously, Dallas's defense did a tremendous job, and he did not have one of his better games. But the beauty of what Purdy does in that game is he protects the football. And in Kyle Shanahan's offense, as Reeta was just talking about, they're asking him only to make a certain number of plays to win the game. And the throw to Kittle obviously was one of those plays. Short of that, what did he do that Dak didn't? He protected the football. And so for me, I tend to lean towards San Francisco from that standpoint. Defensively, they're great. Offensively, they don't beat themselves. And two, I have some real concerns about the health of Lane Johnson. And I know he gutted it out last game, but man, that's a tough injury to play through, especially when you're talking about playing the number one defense in the NFL. So if I were leaning one way, Reeta, I think I would lean San Francisco.
And I think that's fair, right? I think that the team that makes the less mistakes somehow finds a way to win this game. And that was my concern last week when I talked to Holly. I really felt like, Dak is a guy that I love the way he plays, but sometimes, he just overdoes himself. He just overthinks himself or tries to make a play that really isn't there. Because I really felt like Dallas played well enough to win, and that they should have won.
Because that
second pick in the red zone was, obviously crucial when you think about it. But, ultimately, it really boils down to who's going to make the less mistakes. And I agree, Jim, that, San Francisco has given you every reason to believe that they're going to be the team that's less mistakes, because Brock Purdy has done just that. He's played. And even though, look, there were some plays that Dallas didn't capitalize on last week because it should have been some turnovers. It just didn't happen. But ultimately, I just really feel like they do play safe football. So that's why I'm saying I can make a case for either one. And I mean, you do make a valid point about Lane Johnson. I didn't even really think about it like that. But I mean, every day I go back and forth. And like you said, that's the beauty of it all. I feel like these teams are very well matched. It doesn't feel like it's going to be a blowout in any type of form like we saw in the Philadelphia Giants game. So this should be really fun to see how this goes. But I think you're right. The team that makes the least mistakes, I think, finds a way to win this game.
Yeah, see, I'm too invested. I'm so emotional about it that
why are you emotional about it?
Because it's so much tied up. It's not just a game. It's not just a game for me. It's the narratives. I'm just really upset with narratives and
let's
the Kyle
Shanahan. What's bothering
the Kyle Shanahan love is out of control. The Brock Purdy thing is out of control, and I'm so against it. I'm claiming I grew up in Akron, Ohio, but I'm going to claim this week I grew up in South Philly, North Philly. I'll go Delaware, Jersey, Camden, whatever, Allentown. I'm claiming the whole area. Because I want Philly to win so desperately. I don't want to deal with the 49ers and the Shanahan sycophants in the Super Bowl. I'm going to Arizona. Jim will be there.
What's your issue with Shanahan? What's your issue with Shanahan?
It's just too much. It's too much.
Were you like this in 2001 when Bill Belichick and Tom Brady was doing this?
Well, but they weren't getting that love either. No, I wasn't. I was making money off of it.
yes, you were. Thank you.
Okay, but listen. They were underdogs. Nobody was calling Bill Belichick a head coach genius in 2001. They did after. But no, he wasn't anointed before he won the Super Bowl. He was as a D coordinator, but not as a head coach. Go back and look it up. They were underdogs. They were embraceable. They were 14 point. Hold on. They were 14-point underdogs in 2001.
Right.
14-point dogs.
Right.
Okay, so nobody said,
Who is anointing Kyle Shanahan as a great head coach?
That's what I want to know.
You people.
Yeah.
You people.
No.
National media. Oh, go look. If I do a search, if I Google Kyle Shanahan right now, you know what will come up? Roses will come out of my phone. They'll just roses will explode out of my phone for Kyle Shanahan.
As a play designer and play caller, come on. Kyle Shanahan is among the best in the league. That is different from saying he is a great head coach. So, some reason you got something against Kyle, and I don't know what it is. But you cannot deny that this man is truly one of the best play designers and play callers in the NFL. You can't deny that, Michael.
Okay. I don't have anything against.
Are you? No. Let me ask you. Are you?
I may have an anti. Maybe I'm against the media.
Are you
maybe
denying
I'm against
that?
the media. I just
are you
don't
denying
like
that?
That he's what?
No. Answer my question. Are you denying that he is one of the best play designers and play callers in the NFL? Do you deny that?
Sure, I don't deny it. No.
Okay.
But
all right. I just want to be clear.
But that's not. But that's not how he's described. He's not described that way.
You have to look at it like this too, right? I mean, he's on his third quarterback that they got in the 6th round, right? Like you lose Trey Lance really early. I think a lot of
7th.
Excuse me, 7th. I apologize. 7th round. You got Jimmy G came back, and I think there's a lot of inconsistencies on how we feel about Jimmy G. Do we really like Jimmy G? Is he consistent enough to win football games? And somehow he retooled that offense to where Jimmy G made few mistakes, I feel like he did some things. He allowed some shorter passes, things that just weren't as risky as we've seen before. Then you add some talent to help him out because he is a little consistent at times. So when you add Christian McCaffrey, it obviously helps you out because he's another yak guy. And then he goes down. And then you bring in the 7th round guy that, at Iowa State, he wasn't really lighting things up. And then they just been on a roll. I mean, you got to give somebody some credit.
I will.
Are we giving John Lynch the credit for the players? Like, what are we doing here?
Rita, I'll do that. As we say in Philly, let's talk about that other John. Kansas City, Cincinnati. Who do you like there and why?
It pains me to say it. I think I like the Bengals, and I say it pains me to say it because obviously cover the Ravens here. So, look, I seen Patrick Mahomes as a full participant in practice, miraculously. I watched the video of him walking away from the podium. I don't know what he got in his blood, but apparently he got some Superman powers in him because I don't know how anybody's able to do any of this stuff with a high ankle sprain. But it does give me hope because we know that Patrick Mahomes really uses his legs a lot to keep plays alive. But I just really feel like that this team for the Bengals is just really good overall. Their defense is good and is underrated to me as the other teams that we've been talking about in San Francisco and Philly. And then we know that offense is just really good. You try to play zone, they're gonna beat you there. You try to play man, yeah, they're gonna beat you downfield. Oh yeah, and they can run the ball. So I don't know how Kansas City is going to be able to stop this unless they continue to keep the ball on the field. Well, they don't really run the ball a whole lot. So time of possession is a thing here. So I just really don't know how you get Kansas City to keep Cincinnati off the field. And that's my problem. And I just see Kansas City losing, unfortunately.
Jim, as the clock winds down, Jim, who you got?
Cincinnati. Look, they've beaten them 3 times in the last year plus with a healthy Patrick Mahomes. Now Patrick is not healthy, and I'm so glad Rita brought up the Bengals defense because it deserves more love than it is getting. Lou Amarillo has done a tremendous job with that unit.
Rita, and you deserve the love. Thanks for blessing us. Come back now.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me, guys.
Hey, thank you for watching Brother from Another. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, go ahead and do that now. Don't forget you can catch us 3 to 4 weekdays on PeacockTV.com and on Sirius XM Channel 85.